Welcome Ready TV. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time I drop some content. Listen, man, I want to say shout out to my brother Hocus 4/5 and the whole Rabbit Hole family. But you know, this is mainly a shout out to Hocus 4/5 for taking that step, that leap of faith. You know what I mean? He put his life on the line by dropping the flag. You know what I mean? He doing a drop. If y'all ain't see it by now, I know mostly everybody saw it. He doing a drop your flag challenge. Yeah, that's right. For all these people that's in these gangs and y'all want to get out. Y'all don't know how to get out. I think right now is the best time to drop your flag. You know what I mean? And there's no disrespect to the gangs out there, but when you get older, you start to realize like there's other stuff more important in life, like your family. You know what I mean? Your immediate family, the family that you're going to create, or if you have a, me personally, see, maybe my mindset is different because I'm from Philly, and Philly don't have gangs. Like we don't have Bloods and Crips and shit like that. You know what I mean? There might be a few Bloods, you know what I mean, sprinkled here and there, but for the most part, Philadelphia don't tolerate gang activity. You know what I mean? That's just us. And it's crazy because we one of the major cities in United States, and damn near every other, urban city has gangs. Philly, nah. We on some militant shit. And we just don't, that's not something we tolerate. You know what I mean? Like I said, no disrespect to the gangs or the gang culture, but y'all do have to realize for y'all dudes that's like in y'all mid-20s, touching 30s, and a lot of dudes in their 40s and 50s still, banging and saying, you know what I mean, gang, 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 gang. Y'all do realize that these Bloods and Crips, when these gangs started, it was started by 15 and 16-year-olds. So if you like 30 and 40 years old and anything above that, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really talking about the ones that's like 18 and the teenagers in early 20s, but the ones that's in the late 20s, touching 30 and all that, y'all do realize y'all are following a whole mindset of 15 and 16-year-olds. Y'all do know that, right? Okay. You know what I mean? So I think Hocus 4/5 dropping his flag, that was a, you know what I mean, hell of a move that he made. I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? I hope more brothers do this. You know what I mean? Get it together, man. It's a new time, a new day, new era. You know what I mean? What's once was don't have to always be. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that again. What once was haven't always have to be. If y'all get what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Because we had a lot of groups, you know what I'm saying, that was started in the 60s and all that, you know what I mean? That in that time, they had to do that. These dudes just took it to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? It's a lot of dudes that can't stand on their own. Like China Brum said, shout out to him. He said a lot of dudes won't drop their flag because they scared they gonna get checked. So a lot of dudes can't stand on their own as men. Hocus 4/5 is a real one. You know what I mean? He took that on the chin or whatever. You know what I mean? He said, listen, I'm dropping his flag. You know what I mean? And he came out publicly with it. So, like I said, no disrespect to the gangs, but for those that's in that gang culture, y'all need to really take heed to what Hocus 4/5, the message he's trying to put out there. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at your life and just say to yourself, like, this is what I want for the rest of my life, and this is what I want for my children's lives and my little brothers and nephews and shit. Nah, we better than this, man. Because it's all a trap. It's all a trap. Them Ricos and all that, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I ain't really want to address too much of Adam 22 because, you know what I mean, when I first saw it, I was going to go in on him. The reason why I decided not to go in on him so much on this video like everybody else. I think Styles P said enough. I think a couple dudes said enough. You know what I mean? But for the fact that he did try to clear it up without disrespecting anybody, even after he disrespected, in my mind, like he disrespected Hocus for Fifth because, you know, he said he don't even know Hocus for Fifth, or he didn't know that was his challenge. He thought it was funny, and he was relaying that about somebody else that did something on the West Coast. They all understood the joke. All right, okay. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But at the same time, you do have a whole platform of gangbangers on your platform. Okay, you get them jobs, whatever, but people are getting indicted on your platform. So, you know, when somebody like Hocus for Fifth come out with a drop your flag challenge, a dude like you need to keep your mouth shut. Because what it looks like is that you're trying to keep our people, you know what I'm saying? You making a mockery of it is like you trying to keep our people in that same mindset. When Hocus for Fifth is trying to take our people out of that mindset. And what it looks like, the reason why you're doing that is because you exploit these gangbangers on your podcast to make a profit. So you want to keep everybody dumbed down. Typical white man shit, man. And no disrespect to them, but that's the typical white man shit right there, yo. And I'm going to keep it 100. All y'all gangbangers that be going on Adam 22, if y'all don't hurry, if y'all don't wake the fuck up and stay off that man platform, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't wake up and stay off that man platform, we ain't gonna never get it together. We're gonna always be behind. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it at that. I said what I said about the whole situation. I think it's dope what Hocus for Fifth is doing, and I'm gonna continue to support him from Woke and Ready TV. You know what I'm saying? He was on my podcast before, not my podcast. He was on my channel before. We spoke a couple times. You know what I mean? Like, I'm part of the Rabbit Hole family. You know what I'm saying? I need to get in touch with my brothers and sisters over there, you know what I mean, a little more often. But yeah, that's my brother right there, and I'm going to support him. I'm going to ride with him. You know what I mean? So y'all, you know, just, you know, support anybody that's pushing positivity. Shout out to Hocus for Fifth. This Woke and Ready TV. I love y'all. Thanks for y'all subscribes and y'all shares, but we only going to continue to go up from here. Peace and love, y'all.